Hello and welcome back to Marta from Sparta. It's very interesting episode today. It's gonna be one of the fastest thrift flips I think I came up with by far. And today we're gonna be actually thrift flipping old jeans. And I came across this pattern of kind of like lace patches on the sweatshirts, on the jeans, on the pants, and it seems like it will be ongoing trend and it looks fabulous. I love it, and especially Free People jeans. You guys already probably know I am obsessed with this brand. They have this gorgeous jeans I am obsessed with, but as always, price tag on them is insane. And I am displaying the jeans right next to me on the screen so you can take a look at it. And generally, I think this trend is super fun and super easy to make. We basically can go to the grandma's drawers and steal this adorable crochet dollies, or there's plenty of them available on Amazon. And I made a sweatshirt for myself, which literally took me an hour using the Amazon dollies, and I stitched them on my sweatshirt and on my sleeves, and that was old sweatshirt which looks kind of worn out and used, which I think like with the dollies, it looks adorable and fun. And now I am obsessing over the jeans, but I don't want to pull the trigger. I don't need this expensive jeans, especially that I can thrift flip them by myself. So it would be super easy, super fast thrift flip. I'm gonna show you in a minute what exactly we need to make those jeans. So let's go. So let me show you what we're gonna need for this. Obviously, pair of used thrifter jeans, brand new jeans if you want to buy brand new jeans for it. I am using the jeans which I thrifted, and these jeans will be for sale, and the link you're gonna see already in description below under video, or measurements for these jeans I'm gonna include in description on the website. These are jeans size 8, and that's Jennifer Lopez jeans. They're gorgeous. They have this gold kind of I don't know, elements on them, like you see, J-Lo. Gorgeous straight leg jeans. They having a stretch in them, so they can fit very nicely, very comfortable. And the other pair of jeans, I'm using my jeans. I'm gonna do them for myself. The other one's gonna be for sale. They're not gonna be identical, right? But this is very easy thrift flip, so instead of doing one, I'm gonna do two at the same time. And as you see, I chose a darker wash for the jeans. These are all slightly lighter side than this ones, but they both fine. I think we're gonna be using white paint, so if you're gonna choose very light wash, it's not going to be that visible. So I recommend to use something on the darker side in order to see your staple stems better. You're gonna need a set of those, and these are already had at home, and I use them for cherry blossom jeans, but I'm gonna find something similar on Amazon, and I'm gonna link it in the description below. And you don't need all set, it just happened for me to have all set. You just need one of those. And piece of paper, you're gonna see later what is that for. Cup to put the paint, and again, I'm using the cheapest craft paint. You can find it in Walmart, Amazon, anywhere. This is acrylic paint, acrylic white paint, and we need a bunch of those decals. Oops. And they are in different sizes. I'm gonna be probably sticking to the ones which are very round, if I want to get very close to the look on the video. And there are also sets of the tiny ones, just like those, and they have variety of different designs, so sky is the limit over here. And you need something to protect your table, and basically that's it. We're gonna be designing, and it's gonna go so fast. I promise you, it's like if you're making one jeans, it's just less than a half an hour project. And this is gonna be the most amazing and the most fun and the easiest thrift flip I ever did. So let's get started. So after you select your patterns, whichever you're gonna planning to use for your jeans. As I said, I decided to do just the ones which are like super round. But I took a closer look at them, and if you want it to be super perfect, like some of the pieces, like over here, they still not popped out. They supposed to be, but they are not. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna investigate every staple I'm planning to use and just pop out pieces which they supposed to be popped, but they not, before I'm gonna actually use it. And see, there's like quite a few over here. So these staples are not perfect, but you know, I don't think they were like crazy expensive, and they are reusable. They plastic. So there's quite a few which are not done yet. I'm gonna just work on them, and the small ones are in a great condition, so I don't have to do anything about them. But the more details they have, like this one, and I really care about this one to come out amazing on both pair of jeans, I'm gonna go and investigate still if the design is cut out perfectly. And after that, I'm going to pour my paint into the cup, and I'm gonna do first like a test stamping on the paper to make sure that it's coming out right. And the challenge is to hold the staple really down, very tight to your pants. But we will see. I never use this type of thing on fabric, so we will see. Hopefully that's gonna work, and if it's not, you're gonna guys learn from my mistakes like in the last video. All right, let's talk about something in between layers, because I might forget at the end of the video. So as you saw the staple number 1, I used the sponge. The staple sponge, I think it's called, whatever it's called. What is that? Foam pouncers. So I used that, and I like the effect after it, but because I chose the staple, which has a lot of tiny areas, just like here, very tiny areas, I find it challenging to get in between those with the puncher. That's why I grabbed a brush. So then I decided to take a stencil which has bigger areas, like a more open areas with a you know, like they're not that detailed, and I used a puncher, which worked perfectly, but I also used the brush. And as I said, I'm not looking for the same even coverage. I want it to look very distressed. So as I am punching, this one might be a little bit wider than this one, and I don't want them to look completely even and same color, because I think it defeats the purpose of kind of creating very distressed look. So this one came out that way. I am very happy with that. Brush definitely made it way easier for me for my choices of stencils, but this one I used the punchers and it came out super fun. Look at this. It's gorgeous, fun, distressed, look. Oops, I'm sorry, my camera is fighting me. And I love how it looks like, and I'm gonna punch few over it, and I'm wiping the stencil in between. So yeah, I'm gonna keep stenciling. And the other part, which is like, my stencils are huge, but the jeans are not wide enough to cover the whole circle, right? So basically what you do, you just stencil up to the point when you want. You don't have to stencil the whole part. You can just end up stenciling somewhere here if that's enough coverage for that. And this one are completely dry. This part is dry. This one is still wet. You can, if you are impatient and you want to finish the project at one sitting, you can use the hair dryer, or you can use the heat gun. Heat gun, be a little bit careful because it produces a lot of temperature and you can burn your jeans. But my goal is to finish it at one sitting. So in between the steps, I am drying that with the heat gun, but you guys can use a simple hair dryer. So I'm gonna keep going. I am stunned. I love this one. This one is beautiful. That it looks so fun and so gorgeous. It's actually even better than I imagined it's gonna come out, and actually it looks so distressed. I love that variety of shades of white. I love how disappearing somewhere design is, because if you're gonna look at our inspiration photo, they do not have perfectly even stencils. They being distressed. So you have to kind of, once you're stamping, you have to make your own executive decision when you're gonna stamp a little bit harder, where you're gonna stamp a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna keep going because my paint is drying. It's in a cup, so I have to keep moving. My husband knows I'm not gonna stand and watch paint dry. And I'm gonna keep going. And oh my goodness, these jeans look stunning already. So during this process, I'd like to show you something. When I use the small stencils, I have decided to tape a little bit farther, because when I was going close to the edge, like over there, I was going over the jeans. So just having this tape, like an extra kind of framing, helps you not to actually mess up the jeans and go out your frame, so if you know what I mean. And then again, it depends how light and how dark you want it to be. I want some of them to be lighter than the others, so I'm stenciling very light layer. But if I want this to be a little bit darker, I'm just gonna take another layer of paint. I'm just gonna keep going on it. But as I mentioned, I just want some of them to be darker, some of them lighter. I want to have like a variety of shade of white, I think. And that's the look what I'm going for, because I think that's gonna give me this beautiful distress kind of vibe. And hey, if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.